Our operations are guided by 5 principles, which can be thought of as 5 points on a star. At the top or summit is ecological sustainability. However, you cannot have economic and individual sustainability if you don't first have social and political sustainability. This is why we place social and political at the base of the star, and economic and individual are sort of the arms. All these factors need to be present before you can get to ecological sustainability and can be considered as the steps to achieving it. Think of this as a modified Maslow's hierarchy. To put an example in context, think of countries in war such as Darfur and Iraq. Here, you cannot even begin to have discussions on economic or individual sustainability because there is no social or political sustainability. Our role as global ectropy is to serve as a catalyst to ensure that the growth happens in a manner that leads to ecological sustainability. Before we engage, we must ensure that the 5 points of the star are present in all of our core operations. We believe that one must become the change one seeks to create. Hence, the 5 points of the star are also the outcomes of the processes that we put in place for our clients. Social sustainability are looking at definitions such as the few and the many are equal, and that there should be no oppressive or discriminatory treatment of those who are fewer in number. We should find ways to minimize conflict and encourage tolerance, especially when there are strong differences in beliefs. There should be no bias in resource distribution. Such practices should be the norm over the time and not the exception, and they shouldn't just govern social activities, they should govern our corporate activities as well. While corporations do not tend to think of themselves as political entities, the interactions between members within a corporation does have political characteristics. As a result, care should be taken to ensure active participation and respectful voicing of opinions. To the extent possible, decisions should be made in a collaborative fashion. Just as with governments, leadership transitions should be smooth and non-turbulent. A corporation is always driven by the financial bottom line. However, we need to incorporate more factors into our economic definitions. We not only need to inventory dollars and cents and physical assets, but also the natural resources and the social resources. As examples, China has created what it calls a green GDP, or gross domestic product. The country of Bhutan has developed what is called a gross national happiness index. Companies need to do the same by creating internal ratios and metrics that encompass all resources that generate production. When looking at individual sustainability, it is interesting to look at examples from across the world. The seal of the United States of America carries the motto E pluribus unum, out of the many one. The Kenyan coat of arms bears the Swahili word arambe, which literally means working together for a common purpose. It is often said that any chain is only as strong as its weakest link. For a corporation to be successful, each individual in the corporation must be successful, not only financially, but also mentally, physically, and spiritually. Now we reach ecological sustainability. By now, we're all aware of global warming. Even if you do not believe it to be true, we pose this question: what does it hurt to change the way you do things so that you consume less resources and create less pollution? We take pride in our cities today. Have you ever stopped to think or imagine what the area that your city is located in looked like before the city was built? Is there a way to build cities without destroying the natural habitat that pre-exists them? Can we create harmony with nature instead of assuming that progress means we must destroy nature? What about our factories? Can we do the same here? These are the questions that drive industrial ecology.